to put them up 4. Garland took over the game late, hitting 3s, stopping, dropping dimes. What a win by this team. Darius Garland has been great since the Washington game, and he's on fire. What a gritty game. Looked like the Cavs were going to lose. Looked like the Cavs were going to fall apart. Okoro putting up nervous shots. A couple moments where Allen in the third quarter couldn't make anything. And then Darius Garland said, not tonight. Not tonight. Put the ball in my hand. Made a couple shots. Made a layup. Yo-yoing the ball all day long. Woo! Get that weak stuff out of here is right, Stan. Get it out. I truly love this team. How can you not? Yours truly, Amari. 82-0. Who is this Garland kid? DG saying, you know what, Lillard? Not on our floor. Not on this night. Myles Garrett in the house. DG saying, this is my floor. Not tonight, Mr. Lillard, who went off. Not tonight. Giannis got some popcorn, was able to watch this whole event. Gutty Cavs win. This game tonight got loose in the third quarter. Looked like the Cavs were going to fall apart. Fourth quarter, couldn't throw the ball into Lake Erie. Just finally had that moment where quick shot, couldn't put anything in. And then Darius Garland just started taking the game over. Once he got in a couple hoops, amazing 8-0 start. Anything Jimmy Haslam Burns. I'm buying my Garland jersey. Let's go. How could you not? Obarilla's talking Haslam. Milwaukee Bucks Haslam. Yes, of course. It's always good to, with your best player on the floor, waving the Cavs to victory. That J.A. block was cherry on top. It was a great play. Great block. By the way, he got fouled. J.A. got fouled on that play. Should have been an and 1. Third quarter was rough. It was rough. There was, in baseball, they say it's the walk. In basketball, I say it's missed free throws. When you start missing free throws in your head, it's amazing how the other team comes back. Allen missed 2 free throws, and you can feel it starting to unravel. Missed a dunk by Allen. A couple other shots just didn't quite go in. Some forced 3-pointers. The next thing you know, it's tied. Next thing you know, they're up. Jared Allen was great, too. Yes, he was late. Great in this game late. Does Toledo play tonight? Aiden's a good question. I don't know. There's a Toledo kid running on the floor, though, in Hollins. Cavs needed a game like this, needed some adversity. Yes, they did, Tristan. And they overcame it. They did a great job. Even saw Trevor's in the game. Australian, Moustache. Love to see this team play as well. Ashley, this is the exact opposite of the Browns. This team hunkers down. This team knows how to grind it out. They knew things weren't going right, and they figured out a way to win. Has them at the game. Gutty, glorious Garland. See you Wednesday night. Sammy, bring us home a victory. Beat the Pelicans. These Cavs, they just get it done, John Potter. And again in this game. In the first half, by the way, too, there were multiple moments in this game. Okoro made a steal, hit a bucket. There was a play where Mobley made his little jump shot in the lane. Then he came down, blocked a shot, dribbled it all the way down court stuff. There was so many of these moments. Then Ty Jerome does his annual pick 6. Sam Merrill does a pick 6 before the half. The Cavs just, I will say, there is a bit of fluidity to this team when they're really rolling, where they not only get stops, it goes from points. It does remind you of the Electric Warriors back in the day, who we all fucking hated. But boy, this team has a little bit of that, where it's like, not only we're going to stop you on defense, we're going to score right now. Furious with the lineup we had in the fourth quarter. Look, Jake, I'm not going to go there, but there was a lineup in the second quarter where it was Porter and Travers and Merrill. Love them all. Should not be on the floor together. Miles is usually there, too, for the home games. That's right. Last team would have been folded. Is 9-0 franchise record? Yes, it is. Love our Cavs team. So do I. Probably the best Cavs team I've seen in years. Austin, this is a very good Cavs team. We've seen some good Cavs team in the last 10 years. This one is off to a great start. It is a franchise record 8-0. Allen's the biggest nerdy guy, and I love it. I agree with you. Love that hair. The Cavalanche, Bradley. And what's great about the Cavalanche? Comes in multiple waves. It's not just one snow pack. It's a lot of snow dripping down the mountain. Cavs team, best in the NBA. I think they can beat Boston. I've not seen Oklahoma City yet this year. Tom said this is one of the top 5 teams. They've beaten the Bucks twice. Bucks should have won Saturday. Didn't win. Bucks had opportunity. Bucks were laser focused on winning tonight. Still couldn't win. I think they're better than the Sixers. They beat the Knicks in New York. I think this is one of the top 5 teams. Atkinson's wonderful, Frank. I'll do it right now. Atkinson's pushing buttons to make players better. To have the confidence and the guts, but Trevor's out there. Gutsy. To have the button pushing with Merrill. Merrill's playing really well right now. He's doing a great job. I can go on and on. But I'll pick those 2 in particular. I think we can beat Boston. I'm not worried. Boston, to me, look, they're defending champs. You got to respect them. But on a floor-by-floor, I think they can beat Boston. Finally beating Milwaukee. Not just beating Milwaukee, taking their heart out. Milwaukee's got to be furiously pissed. They should have won one of those games. Didn't win neither. Cavs just taking the Bucks out. I mean, how infuriating is it that Lillard goes off in both games? Giannis plays really well, too, on Saturday. Don't win. Lillard goes off again. Some guy named Green, never heard of. Makes a shot at half court, still can't win. What a block from Allen. Allen had a really good block here at the end. We don't claim the Browns anymore. No, they're our team. They just stink. But they're our team, Emil. They're like that drunk uncle. Hey! But that's all right. We love our Browns. But they are drunk. Drunk as a skunk. Drunk and stupid. This team completely has championship pedigree. Tristan, it does. Health is a big part of this game, as we all know. The Cavs stay healthy. They are right there. Cavs are winning 2 chips this season. God, I hope you're right. I'd love for them to win the in-season tournament. Important thing is they're having fun. A lot of fun. They come in waves. And they always, again, there was multiple plays in the first half. Mobley, like I said, made a nice play down below, scored, blocked down the other end, took the block, went down the floor, stuffed. There's a nice play by Allen, made a nice play, took it down the floor, stuffed. I mean, again, pick 6 by Merrill, pick 6 by Jerome. They just are doing it all over the place. Darius was wonderful tonight. Pick 2. I like pick 6, but yes, pick 2. I'm going to watch the Buccaneers instead of the Browns now. No, you're not, Stan! Bad, Stan, bad. Is going from Bickerstaff to Atkinson like the Warriors going from Mark Jackson to Steve Kerr? Yes. Tom sure yes, and there's a lot of similarities. This team is so much fun to watch. So much fun. They play loose. They attack. The Cavs also roll with the punches better. What I mean by that is, how many times in a Cavs game last 2 years would it just seem to just crumble in losses? Boy, tonight could have crumbled. Felt like they were going to crumble. They settled the game down 8, got the win. That's gutty. Lillard's making shots from Euclid, Illyria. He's throwing them in everywhere. Bobby Portis is doing his best impersonation of a big-time center. And next thing you know, it's like, fuck, we're down 8. Cavs just gutted it out. Took a breath. So much trust in this team right now. They trust the process. Ain't no franchise record. They break it Wednesday if they win. There you go. Matthew, we beat them at home with Giannis. Says, shut up, says Tristan. I don't think Vogt's debut can be outdone. Vogt making the ALCS is pretty good. Giannis played the other night. We won. The hell are you talking? Oh, boy, everybody's mad at Matt. I didn't read Matt's comment. The implosion of this Browns team compared to last year is very sad to see, man. B-Man Tooth, there is a complete teardown. The Browns have a long ways to go. And you know what sucks? Sean Watson's going to be right back there. No matter if he starts or he's on the bench. Sean Watson's there. Let's talk about the Cavs. Will the guards fall apart? No! I like the Cavs a lot. I like the Guards a lot next year. They need a pitcher. They need to bring back Boyd. It's important they bring back Boyd. Finally, Garland. Yes, I agree with Jay Dizzle. Will the Browns trade? Yes, I think they're going to trade away Zadarius Smith. I'm fascinated, even though there's denials, I'm fascinated to see if they trade away David Njoku. I would trade away both. Njoku's been a good Brown. I think it's time to get some draft capital. We need LeVert back. Yeah, Strus is not coming back for another 6 weeks. LeVert does this. LeVert has injuries throughout the season. This is his first little 3-game injury. He'll be back. And again, LeVert has this. LeVert has like 3 or 4 more of these cents in him. I know it's a different style win, but JB wouldn't rotate in the shows. Gumby, he wouldn't rotate. And again, there were times where, now that I watch it and I see Atkinson, where JB would have self-meltdowns, where he'd yell at the ref and he'd get mad and he'd stomp around and he'd yank players out. It was weird. Now I think about it, it's a lot more common on the sideline. That's right, Emil. I'm a drunk uncle. That's right, Stan. F the clowns, Cavs are here on out. Agreed. They're very, very good. Browns are the redheaded stepchildren. Whatever you want to call them, drunk uncle. Cavs and Buckeyes, my focus. Buckeyes get a bye week. And they get Northwestern. Then it's the Hoosiers and the Wolverines. Buckeyes on their way, though. Luckily, we have the Guards and Cavs. Yes. Both are very good. How far will we go? My guess is 13-0. I mean, at some point, the Cavs are going to get tripped up, obviously, but why not 82-0? What I like is, Infinite, it doesn't feel forced. It feels like the Cavs can win 8 in a row again, or 9 in a row again. This doesn't feel like it's just lucky, and the Cavs are, like, hitting everything, and teams they're playing are, like, the Pistons and the Nets and the Trailblazers, and, you know, they're not even playing teams like that. They're beating the Knicks in New York. They beat Milwaukee on a night where they needed to win. Then they had to play the Bucks again, and Lillard goes off in both games, and they win both. They win both. LeBron comes home to Cleveland. That usually ends in a loss. They won. That's what I love about the Cavs. I think they can do 8-0 again. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like a one-off. That's why it feels so good. This feels like this is the team all year. Interesting that the Saints fire their coach and they have the same record as the Browns. Next, this is a very different situation. We got to remember, I've been thinking a lot about Stefanski today. I'm going to make this statement now. I think Stefanski he won the Coach of the Year last year. And now we're seeing the shit, like the worst of the shit, right? Stefanski's probably in the middle. I think he's an okay to good average coach. Now, he's not having a good year. He's having a really shitty year. Last year, he was on top. I don't think he's the best coach in the NFL. I don't think he's the worst coach in the NFL. He's kind of in the middle. Now, is that fireable offense? It might be. If he loses out, is it fireable? Probably. But I don't think he's the best coach in the NFL. I don't think he's the worst. Allen was a bad coach. Buckeyes basketball starts. Pretty tough game for Purdue. Yeah, they played Country Club A&M. It was I don't even know what CC stands for. Texas A&M. Root for the Bengals people. Jay Dizzle, shut up. I love you, Jay Dizzle, but this was a tough grind out win. Yes, it was, Abram. Everything went our way. Agreed. I mean, again, down 8 with late in the fourth. That's pretty tough. With a game where Lillard went off. Say we go 11-0. I got St. Ed's instead of the Browns. It isn't like St. Ed's is as great as the last 3 teams. Tom, sir, how are they doing this year? I'm not. How St. Ed's doing? They're going to win it all or what? Bengals are not our home state. Yes, they are. Kentucky. Agreed. Will the Cavs fire the coach again if they lose to Boston? No. No, he's here to stay. Atkins, they're building a statue right now. I demand a statue. Last year, JV couldn't coach his way out of a timeout. Boy, how many... I forgot about that. How many fucking bad timeouts that the Cavs had? Dribbling off their foot, turnover. After a timeout! Happened all the time! I wonder if we're going to... It was like 2 years ago where the player for the Cavs stepped out of bounds after a timeout. This year's so much more fun. Who spiked Garland's Gatorade? Garland, since he went to Washington, has been a much different player. He's been fantastic. First 2 games he was off. Boy, since that Pistons home game, he has been... He was great in D.C., and he hasn't looked back. Really liking Atkinson. Limiting the starters' minutes. He's something we don't talk about enough, Noah, to your point. Look at the usage minutes for top 50 players. Mitchell's not even on the top 50 players list. They don't play a lot of minutes. It's a really good point. I think Mary Kay's giving him massages now. Oh, come on. All right. That's not nice. It's not nice. That's not cool. Cavs are the best team of all time. Of course. Hang up a banner now. Andy, is this team magical or something? No. Again, Jared, I don't feel like it's a fluke. I don't feel like this is a fluky hot team. I feel like the Cavs are here to stay. I really do. I don't feel like this is a fluke. Well, I would love to see Njoku too, but I think they're going to... If they get a good draft pick, I would trade Njoku. I really would. Cavs are turning to late 90 Spurs. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Maybe. I know you're saying with Tim Duncan and Mobley. Come on over to the dark side, miserable Brown. No! So happy the Cavs got rid of George Niang, bro. He's still on the team. B-Man Tooth. Niang. Okay. B-Man Tooth. Niang's not only playing, he's playing well. JB never made adjustments on the fly. JB had a hard time getting into X's and O's in certain games. He knew how to motivate players to make them to get out of the doldrums of dull and bad, but he couldn't take them to the next level. That's not an unusual thing. Yeah, I saw that tonight. John Potter, A&M Country Club, was at the Browns game Sunday. Send your condolences. Yeah. Sorry, Jarrett. Hopefully parking was cheap. To think we all wanted Garland out. Jack, you know what? Times changed. And we're thrilled with Garland now. May go to Northwestern game. That should be fun. They should blow them out. Buckeyes need to blow out these next 2 games. By the way, I saw the tickets, Tomster, to the Northwestern game like in the 300s. No way tonight. That's why. Yes, that's correct. No way tonight. He had an illness. And Levert's got a knee problem. Indiana will challenge. I think Indiana's going to play the Buckeyes really tough. But I think the Buckeyes will win. Every team gets a bad shooting out here and there. Agree with you, Robert Stem. That's what happens in sports. It's like hitting in baseball. Sometimes you're not going to hit everything. Their team got into a groove. I think it's cool we play at Wrigley Field. Fuck the Cubs, though. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't realize they're playing that game in Wrigley. I don't know why. Whatever. The Buckeyes will roll. Warriors will be the toughest task. I don't think about that. I don't know. I don't agree with you about that. Toughest test for the Cavs is Celtics, Thunder, Mavericks. They swept the Mavericks last year, by the way. This team plays team basketball. Yes, they do. Why isn't Levert getting many minutes? He's injured right now, Jared. He'll be back. Levert was getting minutes. Stefanski's playing the cards dealt to him. I think, again, I'll say this again. I think Stefanski last year, I don't think he's the best coach in the NFL. He won the NFL Coach of the Year. I don't think he's as bad as 2-7. I think he's somewhere in the middle. I think he's an average coach. Hopefully, but they looked like bad. Okay, Thompson, there we go. Chiefs repeat calling it out. They look really good. What about when Max comes back? Oh my gosh, it's true. And again, it's a long season. There'll be injuries. I hate saying it, but there always are. Scotty Wagner agreed. Great to see you. Garland is something else. Really played well tonight. Really played well. I miss JB standing on the sideline with his arms crossed. Oh, that frumpy look. Ooh. Yeah, I like Kenny Atkinson a lot. Praying Fry gets healthy soon. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be out till May, maybe June. If we win one more, we break our franchise record. That's right. You see her tweets, Laugh? No, I have not seen her tweets. Again, not magic, but max three-point shooting. Yeah, it could. And he also does a nice hustle job. He also does... He does a great job defensively, too. It's a total rebuild for your Brownies. It is. I don't disagree with that, Jay Dizzle. Oh, God, Andrew. That's expensive. That's why I say May probably going to go to Chi-Town. Yeah, it's an expensive ticket, though, Wrigley. Is Day gone if they don't win the title? No. If Day loses to Michigan, yes. If Day doesn't make the championship game of the Big Ten, yes. If Day doesn't make it to the Final 8, yes. He's got to make it to the Final 8 of the playoffs. He's got to beat Michigan. He's got to probably win the Big Ten championship. It's a lot of pressure. Oregon, Ohio State's going to be a wonderful rematch. Everything stays alive. Yeah, there's going to be lots more of the road fans, which will be annoying in these games. Yes, Thunder are still undefeated. Chiefs get all the calls. Chiefs are really good stance. Annoying, but I go down that road. Well, it happens to Cleveland State. The Day loses to Indiana, probably fired. Yes, Robert, he has to win that game. Bucks need to beat Michigan. Yes. He's going down the Cooper path, and then the Cooper path stops after 4 straight losses. Remember Cliff Kingsbury got Coach of the Year, then got fired a year and a half later? Yeah. Next is that's a fair point, but Stefanski's been here longer than Cliff Kingsbury. So there's some comparability, but Kingsbury was not as long in Arizona as Stefanski's been in Cleveland. I think they're different situations, but I know what you're saying. Again, I don't think Stefanski's the best coach in the NFL. He won the NFL Coach of the Year. I don't think he's this shitty at 2-7. I think he's somewhere in the middle. But somewhere in the middle can get you fired. Do you get tempted for Vrabel? Do you get tempted to hire someone else? Let's see. It's Mahomes' world, we're just living in it. He's a very good quarterback. Reminds me of the Niners. Niners were a lot more electric, but the Niners felt like got all the calls too. Cavs, though, are 8-0. And Darius Garland was a star among stars. What a great night for our boys. Fire the baseball nerd before anyone. I do kudos that. DePodesta needs to go. Have a good night, everybody. Great win for the Cavs. They take a little bit of a nap, then they get on a plane and go to New Orleans. We'll cash my Browns under win total. So, okay, Jay Dizzle. Happy fucking holidays. Ugh. Always feel like your Cavs' lives are longest. They might be. Sometimes they are. We've had some Browns long ones. We had Browns like 40 minutes. I had Browns last year go 40 minutes. Oh, Stephanie Curley. Okay, I don't know what that means. Stefanski is suffering from the horrible ownership. I think there's some truth to what is going on with the leadership with the Browns. Stadiums. Deshaun Watson, big focus this offseason. Doesn't feel like we were focusing on winning. Cleveland needs to pay up and get Soto. Oh, yeah, absolutely. B. Cato agrees. Yes, I do think they can win the Cup. Soto to Cleveland's a Lockadini. It's only like, what's the latest quote? 600 million? That's fine. Whatever, no big deal. No big deal. It's going to double our payroll in one signing. No big deal. Steph Curry. Oh, there we go. Great win for the Cavs. Have a good night. Cavs just keep winning, keep rolling. I say adieu. 700 million, yep, I've seen that too. All within the Guardians cap room. They are very good. Have a good one, Jared. Good